picture where's the level of concern at after the 0-2 start?
I'm not. I mean, it sucks being 0-2, but no one's going to feel sorry for yourself. Let's go to Toronto and try and get a win.
What do you feel like you guys found in the second half after only having 5 assists in the first, particularly in that area of the game, but overall, I guess, in the second half, what do you feel like you found?
I don't know. We had good stretches, but then I thought in the fourth quarter, got really sloppy with the ball. Only had 10 turnovers for the game, but in the fourth quarter, a game that's going back and forth, we had 3 for 7 points. You know, you can't have costly turnovers that led to just easy transition dunks for them. So I thought those were killers in that fourth quarter. And obviously Norman Powell just kicked our ass in the fourth, 22 points. We continue to foul jump shooters, the lack of discipline there. That's concerning because the same guys are making the same mistakes over and over. And I mean, like if a guy is considered a runoff, we can't let him just keep shooting threes. You know what I mean? So I think the discipline that goes along with that. But as I told our team, Katie, when a guy has a fourth quarter like that, it's on me to make sure that we're doing something to get the ball out of his hands. And I didn't do that. So I take ownership of that, and I have to do a better job.
Coach, you spend more time thinking about coming back from down 16 or whatever it was in the first, or letting the lead slip away that you had there late?
I don't understand the question.
Well, I guess, the positive of, hey, we were down a bunch and we're able to not, but then unfortunately let it slip away, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, obviously anytime you have a lead in the fourth quarter, you like to be able to hold on to that lead, and I felt we shot ourselves in the foot down the stretch. And I felt in that second quarter, man, I just felt like we were out there. I mean, I didn't see like any signs of life. And we got down by 18 points. Then out of that huddle, I think we came down. We hit, I think, 3 straight threes to kind of get back in the game a little bit. But, right now we're trying to figure ourselves out. But, we just got to play harder for longer. And I'd use the word more discipline for longer as well.
Michael is obviously struggling from the field, but he's also passing up some looks too. What do you think you need to do to help him get through the stretch?
Stay with him. I mean, just, obviously Michael Porter was 4-13 tonight, 0-6 from 3. We know the shooter that he is and what he's meant to this team. And so I think it's just really important that myself, his teammates, just continue to believe in him. And we don't want him turning down open looks. Like, he's a guy that even if he's 0-6, they're still going to guard like he's 6 for 6. So he's still going to, space the floor. He had 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, so he did other things tonight. But, yeah, obviously, Nikola shot it well from 3 tonight. Julian hit 2, Jamal hit 3. But, once we get Michael Porter going, we know that's going to allow us to, I think, we have 87 in game 1. We had 104 tonight. So that'll really help our offense out a lot.
Some of the things that, you're seeing on film and you're seeing, in real time and game time, are they things that you consider long-term issues, or are they things that you guys can clean up?
Oh no, I think these are all things that we can clean up, and hopefully we can start off in Toronto doing that. We're trying to implement 2 new players and veterans, Russell Westbrook and Dario Saric. We're asking, Peyton Watson missed the entire preseason, not just 5 games, but he missed the entire preseason, practice block, everything. And obviously, we got to get Peyton going. He can't have a game with 0 rebounds. Make or miss shots. You can still guard, you can still rebound. So just getting Peyton acclimated, up to speed, getting in game shape, which will come. But yeah, I mean, this is not the start that we wanted, but it's our reality. So embrace it, and let's try to go on the road and find our rhythm and kind of get this shitty taste out of our mouth.
You talk about playing harder, longer, bright spot in these first 2 games, the way Christian has come in as a new starter and how he's played.
Yeah, I mean, again, 7 boards for him tonight. Knocked down a 3, attacks the basket. I think he's played really good individual one-on-one defense against some very good players, and a Shea and a James Harden. So yeah, I think CB's play has definitely been a bright spot for us. But as we all know, for who we are, for where we're at, there are no silver linings or moral victories. We got to get a win. And I just hope that this feeling of being 0-2 fuels us to be even more motivated and come out just really hungry and desperate and urgent, and sustain that for as close to 48 minutes as possible. That's our challenge right now. In flashes, we have some great stretches. just unable to sustain that right now. And we'll get there. I promise you that we will get there.
When you guys were falling behind, you got outscored 30-10 in paint in the first half. Obviously, that's pretty uncharacteristic for this team. Was offensively, was that more finishing to you, or was there something with the process that wasn't clicking in terms of getting the right chances in the paint?
Yeah, well, I think a lot of it is always determined upon how the teams are guarding us. So you go back to OKC, they doubled Nikola in the post all night. Tonight they played him one-on-one. So now he's just being able to operate in the low post, and so sometimes there may not be paint points, but they're high percentage looks, especially for him. But we're also missing a ton of shots. We were 17 of 38 in the paint tonight. In transition, we were 3 for 11. So those conversion numbers are not where they need to be, anywhere close to being where they need to be. So we can do a lot better job of finishing around the basket. We can do a lot better job of converting and finishing in transition, because 9 fast break points, that number should have been 15 or higher tonight.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, thanks everybody. Appreciate it.
Nikola and Jamal are here tonight.
Well, you guys shot 40% from deep as a team today, but it was mostly you and Jokic. There's been talk from people like me about the team shooting or inability to shoot. Are you concerned about that at all? Just the team as in general?
Not really. I have so much confidence in the guys, and obviously I have a more in-depth picture of us than everybody looking from the outside in. But we won a championship with most of the guys that have been here. We've been together for a while. We have trust in everybody. I think, Hunter hasn't made a shot yet, and we know he can shoot. P-Watt is coming back from injury, and we know he can make, and we know what he's capable of on both ends. CB's taking the lead. I think we're gradually getting better. It's just not translating into wins yet. But our effort was there. I think Norman Powell, he took over in the fourth. It was, an amazing game from him. So I feel like they just had a little bit more oomph to them tonight. And obviously both teams coming off the loss, so we knew it was going to be a dogfight at home. We just came up short. But other than that, I think we took strides today, and it's not always going to go our way. And I think you guys that have been writing here long enough and been here long enough know what this team is capable of. So shouldn't be too much worry or too much doubt in us. Just got to keep playing, figure it out, and just keep getting better.
Coach talked about you guys needing to play 48 minutes. Do you get that sense of lulls, I guess, here through these first few games?
That's since I've been playing basketball. You got to play all 48 minutes. It's a game of runs. Guys can turn it up. It can go your way. It can go the other way in a heartbeat. So it's not just these 2 games that we're talking about. I think it's every game we got to play 48 for years past and years ahead.
I know that you guys will see a little bit more in depth on the film. Once you watch the film, you'll see a little bit more in depth of some of the possessions that got away from you guys. But what did you see, just in real time, or what did you just think in real time, provided that margin today between, winning and losing?
I think it's just detail stuff, I think it was like halftime. Harden had like 12 assists or something like that. I just looked up, and Zubas was just being a presence down there, and they're splitting our defense a little bit up. So I don't think I'm not overthinking this basketball. But like you said, we came up short today. I think we just got, like I said, just little things. Be more detailed, be more physical. Can't give them third, second chance opportunities, stuff like that. Some turnovers. I think a lot of it's coming from chemistry. I remember I was running the break today, and I didn't know if I should go to the 2 or the 3, just because we were talking some stuff in the locker room. So I think once we just kind of clear those things up and limit the turnovers, don't beat ourselves, we'll be fine.
Did the Abu Dhabi trip mess with your ability to kind of work some of that stuff out, just to kind of get a sense of it?
Man, shout out to the NBA. It was amazing. It was beautiful. Shout out to Abu Dhabi for hosting us, but we was exhausted. We was exhausted the whole trip. I was coming from Australia, so I was even more tired. But I don't even look at that. It's not even, that's past. Maybe we didn't get as much as we wanted, but I don't think it's because of that at all.
Your rotation was a little bit different today. It might go back to the first one next game or whatever, but did you have any thoughts on it today, or do you want to give it a little bit more time before you kind of have a sense of it?
I just play with whoever is out there in the 15-man group that we got. That's the question for head coach. I just work here.
There was a stretch in the second quarter where it looked like you guys were like very passive on the shots, but you hit a three, then Aaron hit a three, then Nikola hit a three.
Timeout.
Then timeout. What did that do for you guys?
Made it a single-digit game.
Like
Gave
just,
us momentum.
was there anything psychological with it? Anything process related that you guys like?
No, I think it's just
excited
it's
about?
not even that. It's just energy and effort. You know, we're gonna miss and make shots. You know, we can miss 3 in a row, we can make 3 in a row. I think everybody's seen everybody miss and seen everybody make, but it's really just comes to energy and effort and how consistent we can be as a group on defense and translating those turnovers that we force into fast break points. So I mean, yeah, it was a great few possession stretch, but I mean, we didn't win. So.
Gotta get your thoughts on UFC.
Oh, don't hurt me like that, man. I already lost today. Chimaev won. I'm a big fan of Rob Whittaker. That was probably the most interesting fight. I really wanted to see. Chimaev is a beast, man. I thought he was going to gas out, personally, just because he's so aggressive. But man, that guy's tough. And then Max versus Ilya. It was a good fight, but my man's went down.
One more for you.
Yeah, Jamal, you're going home to Toronto. I know it's obviously once a year you get to do it. Is it still special even this many years in?
For sure. I'm going back home. I'm going to see my family and friends that I grew up with, and they're going to come to the game and support me. It's always good to go home. Anybody that's been to their home or house before, it's always good to go back there.
How many tickets do you normally get?
Jamal mentioned something about just chemistry and acclimating if you go into the lineup. I mean, is this I guess the first question is this taking a little bit longer than you guys expected? And, is this something that you guys have to just kind of work through a little bit?
I mean, I don't know. I think we are really starting to score. Today we scored 104 points in today's NBA. I think that's not a really good number. Last game we scored 89. I don't know. I mean, the defense is, we have mistakes, but seems like we kind of defend and we know what we're doing most of the time. Of course, we're gonna have breakdowns, but I think offensively we are not scoring enough points. I think.
It's been such a good offensive team the past couple of years. What do you think has been different in these first 2 games?
I mean, we're not making shots. Even the open looks, sometimes layups, and when we attack the ring, we just cannot convert things like.
Does the spacing feel different this year?
I mean, yes and no. I think it's the same. The guys are on the same spots, so I think spacing is good.
Coach said you guys need to play 48 minutes. Do you get the sense that the effort maybe isn't there all the way through these first couple games?
Probably that's his opinion. I don't know. I mean, I think I'm playing hard. So I mean, I'm playing how I can play. I don't know. I play like every time I play basketball. So I give everything what I got out there.
Aside from just the finishing, where do you feel like the process is kind of at offensively, just in terms of executing actions, getting to the levels that you guys want to get?
I mean, we are running the same plays, same actions. I think most of the times we're having the same looks. We just sometimes miss and sometimes make.
The 7 main threes from you tonight, what got into you from deep?
I mean, I was open, and why not? I think that's something that can help us, of course. If we can be like this every night, that would be really good. But yeah, it was just that kind of nights probably.
Will it be good to hit the road for a couple of days and just kind of get away from, I guess the pressures of being home and all that, and you guys could just kind of be off together and go try to get a couple road wins against some up-and-coming teams, I guess, maybe not established playoff teams?
I mean, we are playing to Toronto. They're really young. They're really unique team that I think it's going to surprise everybody. they play specific basketball. They're all tall, long. They can switch everything. I think it's going to be just. I mean, every team for us is we don't have basically last 3-4 years we don't have an easy game for us. So we always need to be on the top of our game to win a game. Yeah, I mean he was he knew what he's doing. You know, he's really a big target down there, and James found him a couple times. He's really good in those kind of be on the right spot, and he's a big body, big guy who can finish around the rim. So he's really good fit for them.
Was it a challenge for you to be patient while you guys were in this stage of figuring things out?
I mean, just because I score 40 today, that doesn't mean I play good. I think we all need to be better, and I think we don't need to question my patience because I'm with the guys. I'm not separated from them. So just because I score a lot doesn't mean that I play good or I play bad. I think we all need to be better. I mean, he was having a really good last quarter. He made shots. He was getting downhill. So he had himself a game.
Nikola, do you enjoy going to Toronto since Jamal's from there? Like he says, he's gonna have so many friends and family, just to see where he's from and the support that he gets out there in his hometown.
I mean, he always gets support. He always gets, of course, they love him over there. It's good to see, you know. So I'm happy that I'm gonna see my friend Darko, who is a coach for Toronto. So I enjoy it a little bit.
What's a realistic timeline for you guys? Like, how many games or at what point in the season do you think you need in order to be like, okay, we need to have it figured out by this amount of time or this many games? Do you have that in your mind?
Probably yesterday.
Is there something in particular that you want to, like, other than just winning, is there something that you think the team needs to accomplish over the course of these next 3 games specifically? If you had to pinpoint one thing.
Party every time when we go out and see this. I really don't know, my friend. We just want to win. We just want to win one game, and hopefully we can do that on this road.
Good.
Thank you guys. Pleasure, Nikola.
Thank you.